Hey guys, it's Hungrybox. I'm a pro gamer for Team Liquid. Picture this. You're at a tournament in Jönköping, Sweden, in the dead of December, winter 2015. You're competing against Armada, the best player in the world, and it's the last game of the tournament. You have to hit one more stock to win the whole thing, and then it finally happens. You're elated, you're super happy, you're crying, your friends there around you, and you just won your first international title. That's great and all. But what I didn't expect was what the trophy was going to be. As I stood there for the awards ceremony, I was handed what I consider to be the largest single check I ever have and ever will hold for $10,000. And of course, a bunch of people started crowding around me looking for a picture, and they all wanted me to sign it and take pictures of them while I held the check, which was great until you go outside. So first things first, I had to catch my flight that night. So of course, me and my coach, my best friend Crunch, we go outside, we try to catch the bus back to the main part of town, which I believe was Gothenburg. And the problem was it was windy outside. So here I am holding a check with me and my luggage in the other hand. And by the time I go outside, I nearly get blown away from the damn venue and almost fall over because the check actually feels like a damn sail at that point. You ever seen a sailboat on the water, the way it goes and the wind pushes it? That was it, except the water was Sweden and I was the boat. Anyways, I barely fell over, almost into the snow, but luckily I caught my footing. And when we finally got onto the bus and back all the way to the city, I couldn't even fit anywhere on it, so I had to hold it kind of awkwardly between my leg, which of course was equally impressive from people wondering what I did to win that much money, and also embarrassing for people thinking, what the hell is this guy doing with that in his legs? We get to the city, and as soon as we do, we have to finally get our stuff from one last place and then get a final taxi to the airport. The problem was, to get to the taxi to the airport, we have to walk through this busy district full of bars and clubs and whatever it is, and it must be like near midnight at that point. And as we're walking through, my fingers are getting really, really tired, because it's already been a long time, I'm cold, I have my bag, I'm still high from the wind, but as we're walking by a bar, a group of like 7 guys walk outside of a bar, and they're all much taller than me and Crunch. And one of them says, "Look at that big check, look at that guy over there." And they all start walking towards me, like hooping and hollering, and I'm just like, sorry, I gotta get through here. And the moment I try to do it, someone grabs the check away from me and starts spinning it over his head, like we're watching one of those damn car advertisements. And here I am trying to jump and reach it from them, meanwhile they're having a crazy fun time. And I didn't realize that was a really important thing to me. That's the trophy. Anyways, I could barely reach it. So at that point, I stopped jumping around, and then I just sat down, and I just looked at them passing it around for like another 30 seconds. I'm like, guys, can I please get that back? And then eventually they were still passing it around like a football. I think one of the girls in the group, or one of their girlfriends, came up and said, stop it, give it to him. So eventually they finally gave it back to me and gave it, and I had it in my hands. When I finally got to the airport, we had to go through security. And in security, the check actually wouldn't fit in between the actual machine. So I think I had to hold it with me while I went through the actual x-ray, which got a lot of questioning for me and the security guards. But luckily, after a lot of laughs, and they told them that I was a pro gamer, they were more impressed than anything. And they said, get home safe. I want you to realize that the way to get home was simply for me to take this from Jönköping, take a bus over to Gothenburg, take a plane over to Copenhagen, Copenhagen to New York, change airports in New York, and then finally get to Florida, where I was supposed to go the entire time. So this check has traveled quite a distance to get to where it is, and right now to this day, it sits downstairs comfortably in my home. And just so you know I wasn't lying, I have it right here in my hands. And yes, this is actual size. It doesn't even fit in the frame of the camera. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video, and make sure that HyperX gets the love that they deserve. Thank you all for watching, and this has been Picture This with HBox.